So today I figured it's a great time to do a post mountain flow. Beautiful. And when you're ready, slowly coming up into a tabletop position, bringing your hands right underneath your shoulders, bringing your knees right underneath your hips. So we're going to start off with a little spinal movements because especially after a day of hard riding, you're rotating the whole time. So we're going to get it back to neutral. So we're going to tuck our tailbone, round our spine, tuck your chin, exhale. Inhale, sticking your butt out, sinking between your arms, look forward. Inhale, and then exhale, hips, spine, chin, like you're a wave. Go on your own time. Closing your eyes and moving as fast or as slow as you breathe. So the slower you breathe, the slower you move. Good. On your next inhale, return back into a neutral spine. Beautiful. From here, we're going to do my favorite, barrel roll. Send your hips and your chest to the right, and then sink between your arms like you're going to inhale for that cow, and then send your hips and chest to the left, and then exhale as you round like the cat. And then just keep going right, down, left, up, and just close your eyes again and go as slow as you possibly can. Press into anything that feels good, which means you can spend time in one place if it feels natural or good to your body at the moment. Whenever you're ready, go ahead, head the other direction, left to right, and breathe. Maybe if you're lucky, getting some pops. And one more full circle. And go ahead, release when you're ready, back to center, neutral spine. Yes, beautiful. From here, we're staying in that tabletop position. Send your right hand through your left armpit, bringing your right shoulder, right ear down to the ground. And we're gonna stay here for a second in this thread the needle, and there's a couple options. You can either crawl your left hand overhead on the ground, or you can take your left hand behind your back for more of a twist, or you can place your left hand on top of your right, interlace your fingers, and feel like you're pulling your right arm away from you. So just breathe, just like we did in the child's pose. Allow your rib cage and your stomach to move. Good. And when you're ready, slowly releasing your left hand back down by your face, pressing the ground away. Let's take our right hand all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, tabletop position. From here, just send your left hand all the way through underneath the right armpit, bringing your left ear, left shoulder on the ground. And whichever option you chose on the other side, take that option over here as well. And again, close your eyes, release your jaw if you're holding tension, and just breathe. Noticing maybe the difference between your sides. Good. When you're ready, go ahead, slowly release the right hand back down by your face. Press the ground away. Inhale, take your left hand all the way up to the ceiling. Yes, good. Exhale, tabletop position. Beautiful. From here, tuck your toes under. We're gonna send it up into our first downward dog. So tuck your toes under, hover your knees up off the ground, send your hips over your heels, and then slowly start to straighten your legs into our first downward dog. Now, just a couple reminders about downward dog. You do not have to have straight legs. That is a myth. You need, however, a straight spine. So our goal is try to get our ears between our arms. Your arms are shoulder width apart, feet are hip width apart, fingers are spread wide. Bend your knees as much as you need to have a straight spine, sending your hips as high to the ceiling as possible, and then press one heel down to the ground, then the other. And I love downward dog after the mountain because it is such a good calf stretch. Hamstring stretch, a little bit of adductors. Breathing here the first time always feels intense. Just learn to love the intensity. Beautiful. When you're ready, walk your feet all the way to your hands. Bend your knees as much as you need to do so. Once you get your feet in between your hands, just hang here in a forward fold. And remember, anytime we're in a forward fold, keep a small bend in your knees. I don't care if you can straighten your legs all the way, put a small bend in your knees. It saves your joints, both in your knees and in your low backs. So you can hug onto each elbow here. Let your head hang and be a giant rag doll. Or if you want to feel it more into the hips, you can place your fingertips down on the ground and you can bend into one knee, straighten the other. Whichever leg you straighten, you'll feel it in that hip a little bit more. And then switch, bend into one knee, straighten the other. That's just an option. If this is uncomfortable for you in any way, you don't have to take it. You can just hang, holding on to each elbow. And breathe. Good. When you're ready, go ahead, folding a little bit deeper. And then bend into your knees, slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time, head up last, big inhale, swoop your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti.